So, Bradley, tell us what it was like to experience firsthand the kind of harassment that came with Pizzagate.
It was nuts. I mean, when we first became aware of this story, right around the time of the election, we thought it was just so absurd nobody would believe it. But then we saw it spreading, and we became, at Politics and Prose, like other neighboring businesses, the recipient of threatening social media and menacing phone calls. We started meeting together with other owners on the block to try to come up with some way to counter this, all the while worried that it could go from being just verbal online assaults to something physical and more dangerous, which is exactly what happened last Sunday.
As you were meeting as a group of local businesses saying, look, this has long since stopped being funny or weird, were you reaching out to police, and what kind of response were you getting?
We were reporting the phone calls and the messages to both the local police and the FBI, and we did get some more local police attention. But they, in sympathy with law enforcement, there's a lot of this stuff going on in a lot of places, and so their resources are stretched thin, and they also have a very high bar that has to be crossed before they can take a more aggressive action. Of course, that bar was crossed last Sunday when the gunman walked into comment.
As we say, you're a bookstore owner now, but you were in fact a journalist with the Washington Post for 30 years, practicing the craft of journalism, of finding truth. What is it like for you to be caught up in this fake news torrent now?
Look, on one level, I get what's happening. Many people have less confidence in the conventional sources of information. They're looking for other sources of fact. But what's happened is, to fill this void, you have these entirely fictitious, in the case of Pizzagate, hateful conspiracy theories that are jumping up. And it'd be nice if people began to exercise a little more good judgment and common sense about what to believe.
Do you think that there's a way to rein this in?
It's appearing in so many places. It just looks so hard to try to control.
Well, thankfully, what happened last weekend was no more than the one shot fired that didn't hit anyone. Thanks very much for talking to us. Stay safe.
Thank you.